It's now been a few days since the release of Vultures, the first official song from Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign's collaborative venture, and the response from fans has been intriguing to see. After patiently sitting back and observing how people reacted to this new track, I think I have an idea of why the fanbase feels the way they do, and this video should answer the biggest burning question regarding this release: is Vultures a bad song? First, let's go through what I believe to be the consensus main criticisms from people that say Vultures is not good. The most common take, and one that I definitely agree with, is that Kanye's delivery and cadence is far too calm for the energy of the song. With a beat like this and the verses from Durk and Ty Dolla being pretty aggressive, we should have seen Kanye going absolutely crazy vocally. This is just concerning Kanye's verse also. His singing vocals on the intro of the Lil Durk version of the song are pretty nice, and I think the song would have sounded phenomenal if Kanye had some bars or portions of his verse that incorporated this singing type of vocal that he likes to do. In my opinion, this take seems to be generally shared by the large majority of Kanye fans, which to me means that this is a legitimate criticism of Vultures and 100% ammo that supports the side of those who claim the song is bad. The second main criticism I see revolves around the inclusion of Bump J on the song. Now, unless you're someone who really loves Bump J, what I have seen from fans regarding his involvement on Vultures is that it really just seems unnecessary. His verse no doubt extends the song's runtime, and I see people constantly ripping on him for his low-key and whispery vocal delivery. These vocals in a vacuum are not terrible, but in the context of Vultures and what I think they were going for sound-wise, it just does not fit. When you have Ty and Durk, who both give high energy cadence verses, and then Kanye, who is middle to low energy, and finally Bump J, who is low energy, it all comes together to create a confusing dynamic for the listener. Is this supposed to be a hectic and aggressive type track, or a sneaky and silent type one? It just feels like the song's identity is up in limbo, in part due to the presence and nature of Bump J's verse. Finally, the third main criticism I see with Vultures is that while its beat is hard, it's not anything spectacular. This point is at its core super subjective and is more a reflection of what each individual Kanye fan expects from him at this point in his career. I personally love the beat, but at the same time, I can understand how people are disappointed with it. After going through all the main criticisms I've seen with Vultures, I think the core of its issues is that it doesn't quite know what kind of song it wants to be. I believe a good comparison would be the Who Wants Smoke remix that featured vocals from Nardo Wick, Lil Durk, 21 Savage, and G Herbo. Who Wants Smoke feels like every rapper understood the assignment, they matched each other's energy, and the song really benefited from this, resulting in a more cohesive listening experience. Vultures, on the other hand, feels like Ye and Bump J were trying to do one thing, while Durk and Ty Dolla were trying to do something else that ultimately results in a confusing and suboptimal listening experience. Now, does this mean I think the song is bad? Well, that's a tough call. Personally, I love Vultures, but at the same time, I think these criticisms are super valid, and I can also admit that the track has its flaws. I think if the identity and concept had been tightened up, Vultures would have been received a lot better by fans, but unfortunately the final product we got really just ended up dividing people and leaving listeners unsatisfied. Is Vultures a bad song? No. Does it have problems that led to legitimate criticism from fans? Absolutely. Should we let Kanye cook and see what else he has in store? 100%. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and let me know down in the comments what you think of Vultures and your supporting points.